Well, good morning. Today is just black coffee. To go with that E minor chord progression. We're just going to get right to it. We're going to do a split triads, meaning, for example, stop scalar and show it to you actually. There's that. Alright, so we got the metronome there for scalar. Later for Reaper it'll be on this side when I'm doing picking exercises and stuff, but since I'm running scalar standalone here, that's its metronome there. So anyway. The chord progression there on the screen: E minor, 4 minor, 3 dominant 7, whatever that one is, yeah, flat 3 major, flat 6 major is the C major chord here, and then a little 2 5 1, so. So split triads will be, the way I'm going to think of it most of the time is 1 5 3. So like on this E minor chord, sometimes the 3 has to go below, and I noticed that that's true in a couple cases, but definitely if the root's on the G string and the 5th is on the E string, you don't have a place to put the 3rd above, so it has to go below. So the A minor, for example, that's A, open E, and C below. So check out how that sounds though, just with those 2 chords. So if I play it the old way, just stacking triads, it sounds something like this. If you listen closely, you can hear dissonance in that. And it's because the 3rd and the 1 3 and the 5th are so close together. It's almost like if you play 3 diatonic notes at the same time. Like, let's try this. Like a E, an F sharp, and a G sharp. Those are all out of the E major scale, but it played at the same time. That's just. Even though those are diatonic and everything, there's just dissonance in there. So anyway, here's how that old way sounds. stacked thirds or stacked triads. Also, for for lead guitar, we're used to doing things that are next to each other on strings. Whatever. But spreading things out. So, point is. Actually, that one would be. So if you just listen to that, how clean that sounds versus, let's play that B major again. Versus separation is cleaner, so don't know what key I'm playing in, but either way, it sounds nice. So that's what we're going after. So consolidating this chord progression practice, all I'm going to do is move split triads across string sets in each position and work up the neck one time, and we're done with this section. I'm going to do it with the metronome, I guess. I don't think totally ready to do that. Turn this down just a little. We'll give it a go here. All right, here we go. Okay, clearly I'm not ready to do that. So let's just do it like this. I'm just going to turn this off, the microphone. So I did the root on the D string. I guess if I go to the root on the A string, I'll be putting the fifth in the bass, which is not what I'm trying to get to right now, but I guess we'll just force it and force the inversions on myself. So I'm going to start that again. And I'm also just going to play the chord one time each, because I don't want to focus on the timing, even if I'm playing rhythm, because I'm not ready to be on the clock yet. See, I don't want to play 5, 1, 3 because they're too close together, you know. So like, even though that's on the diminished chord, I want to do 1, 5, 3 there, or 1, 5, 3. I guess would be the appropriate voicing there. So try to do this E minor again. If you guys don't mind me just figuring this stuff out as we stream, that's fine by me too. This is what practice really looks like for me though, at the moment. Brain work in the morning is definitely, on these chords is one thing. Sitting here doing physical exercises like picking and stuff is a little easier to kind of zone out on. These exercises like this actually require my attention. So, and I'm going to do it as slow as necessary. There we go. Then that way you guys see what as slow as necessary means, because I think sometimes guitar teachers will suggest that people slow down and take their time and stuff like that. But how about, what does that really look like? well, here's what it looks like for me. So we're going to start over on the root note of the chords on the 5th string. So E minor. And I don't want to have, I can have 2 notes adjacent, like the 1 and the 5 can be on the same or on neighboring strings, like the 5th and the root above it right here. But if I do that, one of the notes has to be string skipped or away. So in this case, to make that happen and to get a minor 3rd in there, I'm going to play B, E, and the G note up there. Voicing I've never played before, so that's cool. That's E minor. A minor 1 5 3. Then this one will be D dominant 7, which could just be played like this. There's no root with the A and the bass. See, if I get the root of the G chord on the A string, it would go here. 1 5 3. I don't know if that counts as a split triad, putting the 5th below the root. But it will for me, because that sounds cool still. That's just G. It's 1 5 3 with just one finger on the B note there. So let's do E minor again in this position. I feel like this is the most boring stream ever. But shit, so a G major there, the 3rd cannot be, I mean, if 3rd is in the root. Okay, it sounds to me like you can spread these out however you want. So the 3rd, the 5th, whatever. But the point is that at least one of them needs to be string skipped in order to space them out enough. So see, that's G major, but it's 5 1 3 5 1 3. 1 5 3. The C major. 5 3 1 on that F sharp diminish. Then I can have 1 5 3. No. 5 3 on the B major. So you guys can see all those chords. There we go. Alright, and then E minor So I'm playing minor 7 there, which we're going to leave the 7ths out for now. We're going to change that in the note there. One, 3, 5 only. So that's later. Make that note to myself there. So no 7s, so I can't play A minor like this. And then that's cool. Doesn't count. So anyway, E minor 1, 5, 3. That's 5, 1, 3. A minor, just like. Next position starts with on the low E string root note 3, 1, 5 E minor. I like this A minor. 1, 5, 3. 5, 3, 1. 5, 3 on the G major. So that F sharp diminished could go flat 3, 1, 5, 5, flat 3. So I like forcing myself to use the low E string. I'm just noticing these things as I do this. For example, on that B7, that's cool. So that's 5, 1, 3. Another place that could be played is here. But that sounds nice. See, in the way I was practicing this before, I probably would have played 5, 1, 3, closed, triad like that. But Yeah, that sounds cool as a chord, but as a lead situation, kind of cool to see from there. Okay, so let's do that again. So E minor, 3, 1, 5, A minor, 1, 5, 3, D7. That's 5, 3, 1. 1, 5, 3 on the G major, C major, 5, 1, 3. Same voicing as that B7 we're going to use. And then let's go to the new position. 5, 1. Okay, so root note is on the A string this time, so doesn't matter how wide it has to get. That's E minor, A minor, 3, 1, 5. So no. 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, so it's be so shit. So E minor, then we have A minor, that, then we have D, and then we have G, of course. That's a good one. 3, 1, 5. C major. Cool. $30 already on this, huh? This is all we're gonna get to do today. That's okay. It's not easy. If it's easy, it's not practice, right? Alright, so next one is the root on the D string. that sounds nice. Here. Can't wait till all these are immediately under my fingers. See, like that? This is so perfectly clean as opposed to D major or D major. This one just came through so clearly. Alright, then C major. There's that 5-1-3 voicing again. That's a cool position. You see what I mean? As you go through and you move around, you'll see things repeat themselves. That's part of the exercise, obviously, but it's cool to see stuff come up again and you know it already, like G major like that. I never would have played G major like that. So on that note, let's do that again. E middle string set, or root on the A string, split triads, this chord progression. E string, E minor. I keep on seeing this 5/1 thing, so now this one I see it like this. Like this one. Simple first inversion, G major, C major. See, that's nice too. It's 1-5-3. Now this one. I could play 1-5-3, but you said the root had to be on the E string, right? So there it is down there. Interesting, huh? Okay. Keep the root on the E string. Let's just move up to the next position here. Here's that 5-1-3. Yep, and I'm not playing a 7, so that's allowed. It's flat 5, flat 3, 1. Again. There we go. Root on the A string. Starting to see them. Starting to see them. Channel her power into my fingers. She's just turning 2. She's just a baby still. Very nice. See up here to do 5, 5, 1, 3, be like this, but we're not in that position, so we're gonna do, yeah, 3, 3, 1, 5. 1, 5, 3 on the A minor. 5, 3, 1. Do flat 3, 1, 5, 5. No, I'm not allowed to do that one. Check, not yet. That's a 7th in there. So let's get this back out like this. Then F sharp diminished. B7. B7. Or like this. E7. E minor, dude. Where's the E minor? I know how to do it. Oh, that's the one. There it is. Some contact cleaner. Maybe we'll do it at the end of the video. Anyway, so there we are. So we made it there. What is C major in this situation? So E minor was easy. A minor is here. D7 is 7. Shit, so E minor. And A minor. And then D7. Why is this weird? So, there. E minor. A minor. Don't want to repeat, so 3, 1, 5. Do that again. Alright. 6 string root. 5, 1, 3. Nice. Okay. Got my daughter learn. Excuse me. My daughter's in the other room playing right now, Barbies and stuff. But yesterday, I'm a proud dad. I got her riding on her bike with no training wheels, and I usually just follow her on her skateboard, on my skateboard. Couldn't keep up with her anymore, so we're actually going to get out and do bike and bike after this practice, and I'm super excited about that. Thanks for kind of meditating with me and zoning out with me on these chords this morning. I like this kind of practice because it's sort of like, some people play Sudoku, some people play Counter Strike. I like to play things like this on guitar and play little games like this. And plus, the way it sounds is, like I said, meditative and kind of relaxing anyway. And speaking of my kid, when she practices guitar and she plays, I always say that make it sound pretty first, because there's no point in making unpretty stuff sound faster. Speed isn't going to overcome lack of feel or anything like that. So it's got to sound pretty first is the goal. And so working on these chords in this way, real slow, even though it's real slow, if I can keep it meditative and keep it sounding pretty the whole time, then I accomplished something musically, even if it wasn't on a racetrack or something like that. So let's try this next position. I'm now in ninth position, root not on the E string. See, a second ago I played A minor. Oh yeah, like that. 5, flat 3, 1. Anyway, let's try that again. again. So 1, 5, 3, 5, 1. Yeah, but we don't want to do that. It's too far. So 1, 5, 3. So that's the interesting voicing. I keep forgetting. Same as the one we saw before. I think we saw E minor like down here. Yep. So. That's cool. What was that voicing we had? No. No. Shoot. Here. How long have we been on today so far? An hour, okay. Yeah, see, this is taking a while. So 5th string root now. This starts with the B and the bass on the 14th fret for the E minor. So chords were not right. Do that again. Once I'm done with this 12th position here, I'm done for the day. Thanks for watching. Do that again. Guess I already did that position. Let's see if we can go through them all very slowly. No sevenths. There you go. That's the rules. Right off the bat. Alright, so that's not right because it'll be tough. So that's going to be it for today. I don't want to go through the whole thing. I'm going to practice it a little later on my little miniature guitar, my baritone ukulele.